Hey guys, welcome back. Guess who gave me this reaction? Think trying to be Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's, but falling short at Rich Old Lady. If you guessed Miss Gigi Hadid, then you'd be correct. The pearls, the haircut, the black dress, it's all giving Rich Old Lady. I'm not even kidding, that's the first thing that showed up when I searched it. I gotta give her props. It's my favorite reaction, and I've been using it excessively. I mean, Miss Gigi Hadid even got surprised by it. And if you're upset I'm comparing her to a world-famous supermodel, then get over it, because even she can't compete. That's right, Frog Gigi got published in a magazine. The back cover of her free hometown magazine. Move aside, Gigi Hadid. There's a new Nepo Gigi in town. I'm sure Gigi would enjoy being talked about this much, so now we're never going to mention her again. This episode is dedicated to Colton and Sprinkle, and you will soon find out why. But first, let's talk construction. I had to move Teddy's home to continue building this cliff area near the front. I want to make a neighborhood on top of there, but completing the cliff has proved really hard. And it's not because I have to move a bunch of trees, and to move trees I have to eat pears, but to eat pears I have to collect pears, and to collect pears I have to shake them off the tree and pick them up one by one individually, and then eat them one by one individually. No, nothing like that. I just have more pressing things to do, like this festival stage that I had bought so I could make fun of the villagers dancing on it. But it's like they knew, so nobody ever used it. That's why I outlawed free will and trapped Sprinkle, so I could force her to dance, which I stupidly didn't record properly. So this is all you get. Still looks stupid as hell. I also met Label that day and played her little game. She gave me work clothing as the theme this time, except her idea of work clothing was a samurai suit. What kind of work are you in, Label? Did you leave your sisters for a life of crime? Come on, be honest. When I went to go style the outfit, I ran into Colton at the Mabel sisters, and he was pretty torn up about not being able to pull off this look. And actually, I felt bad for him because, I don't know, I just did. Yeah, that was until I saw what he was referring to. Even Mabel was a bit confused. I got a letter from Flora telling me that I got her exactly what she wanted for her birthday. And if you haven't watched my last episode, you should. Go watch it. It was a pear. I gave her a pear. And she loved that. She wanted that. She wanted a pear. I just thought that was funny. I don't know. Maybe she's starving. Maybe this is a cry for help. I got baited again this episode, and it was Deidre this time. Actually, it was worse than Gigi and Vic, because she invited me over instead of just like giving me something. I was so sure she was going to make me join her for bingo night, but no. Instead, she practiced magic tricks on me, but she's growing on me, albeit at a snail's pace. And after my little visit with her, I was in the spirit of visiting my other villagers, so I made my way to Teddy's, talked to him for a bit, and then I went to Colton's. Colton's humble abode. What the hell have I walked into? I mean, look at Colton's expression and how close they are. It was just a joke at first, but then Sprinkle's reaction was so sus, and she kept making it worse for them. Oh my god, what the hell was that, Colton? Anyways, after that run, I think it was pretty clear they wanted alone time, probably to make a new species or something, like a horde. I just quickly asked if he'd lost something, and he went off on broccoli. I was glad to run into Lobo after that. I've decided I'm definitely going to keep him, so I guess we do have our first permanent villager. His house looks a bit witchy too, so I want to keep him in this enchanted forest I'm going to design someday in the future. Don't look at me like that. I am going to do it just after this stupid cliff is built. Broccoli was sleeping and I was more than happy not to wake him up, so I went back to find Lobo, but he was gone and the couple was there. So I guess they finished making their horse squid. If you think them being a couple was a stretch, I think this conversation in the plaza will change your mind. I mean, we can arrange that.
Dance, dance, dance until you die!
Aw, the couple's first fight. The next day, the campsite had a new visitor. I didn't have high expectations, and thank God I didn't, because it was an aardvark. I didn't want to deal, but for some reason I felt bad, so I went back in to make small talk a little. Girl, I just ignored you and walked out. Flattery isn't gonna get you a spot on this island. I'm kidding. She's cute. I can't even lie. She gets some points for being the same species as Arthur, but that doesn't mean she's getting a spot on my island. The reason why I had moved my house to the farthest corner of the island was not because of the pretty waterfall. Okay, maybe a little. But it was mostly because I didn't want to be surrounded by my clown villagers. But then one fine morning, I stepped out of my house and I found this. There was a lost item right outside my house. That means that one of the villagers had been creeping around, and I'm pretty sure it's Broccoli. Now with Deidre coming over repeatedly, yes, she's come again after last episode, and now this, I wasn't safe anymore. I mean, anywhere I'd go, they'd follow. So, might as well stick to my original plan and take the free real estate at the center of the island. I was getting tired of climbing up and down every day anyway. I looked at some inclines and I'm a bit torn between the brick and the stone. Because if I'm going for dark academia, wouldn't stone be a little bit more fitting? But it's kind of giving medieval and Colton might start feeling at home, which we don't want. I had this useless baby chair that I'd shot out of the sky. So yeah, I just gave it to Deidre. A baby chair for your grandchild. Now that I think of it, I should have given it to Sprinkle and Colton. But Deidre gave me a sweater, which just proves my point from last video. Now for the segment in my video where I buy something stupid and outrageously expensive. Holy shit. 17,000? That's a little too outrageous. If you think I'm going to buy a mirror for 17K, Timmy, you are completely right. It would look so good in my dark academia home, or even in the enchanted forest that I will be making. Maybe I should have taken the aardvark because Isabel lost her patience the next day and moved in some chick named Gala. Her name was already sounding too much like Gigi. So I wasn't too excited. I have nothing to say. Like, you know what they say, if you have nothing good to say, don't say it at all. Anyways, the last question I want to leave you with is, why the hell is this dress always for sale? Is looking like a lemon lime soda the new trend? Nah, I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm really not. What I really want to know is, what other games would you like to see me play besides Animal Crossing? And if you made it this far, I really, really appreciate you. I will see you next time. Bye!